Hello. This is Coach Dunbar here shooting another video. I wanted to update my chronobiology video just to give people a more up-to-date take on what we're doing with Power Chronotype Playbooks, what I call PCP. So this is Coach Dunbar with TBD Coaching, and I have a business automation coaching company. And to me, coaching on the business side, even the business side, starts with understanding and assessing the person that is running the business. So we do assessments like print through the Paul Hertz group. We do assessments like PQ to find out your positive intelligence, find out whether you're hyper vigilant, whether you're hyper rational, whether you're a hyper achiever, like a lot of different business owners. This all helps us understand how to work with you and what your pros and cons could be. Print will let us know what your triggers are, how to reduce those triggers, how to live in your best self. All of those are different topics. But today, the focus is not going to be print. The focus is not going to be PQ, positive intelligence. We're not talking about saboteur and sage. We're going to be talking about chronobiology today, chronotype. And I'm going to keep this video as short as I can while giving you the content that I think is necessary. So for those that don't know me as a coach that may know me, my name is Robert A. Dunbar III, but I go by Coach Dunbar. I am the lead instructor in the lead coach for TBD Coaching and Training, which is a business automation coaching company. And we coach on a various amount of topics. One of our main topics is course creation. Another one is just scaling your business. And we also are part of a bigger community, which you'll see another video about the Be Intentional Mastermind Academy, where I'm one of the coaches within that community as well. But let's scale it back. Let's talk about chronobiology. Let's talk about chronotype. The first thing I want to do before I get into chronotype is give a quick shout out to, I say my friend, but he doesn't really know me. I just know him. Michael Bruce, PhD, who has written books like Win, Energize, and he's got several other books. He also works with, in his book Energize, he works with Stacey Griffith, who is more of an exercise type coach. She deals with nutrition and exercise and things of that nature. But the study into energy levels, chronobiology, chronotype, that's something I've been doing now for about 8 years within my business. And it really does help my clients. And there is a product that we offer, a service that we offer, a coaching service that we offer that costs about $497. But that is something that you can get once you've done a PCP, if that's something that you decide to do, if you want to work with us on a one-on-one basis. What I'm here to talk to you about is just getting your chronotype assessment, your body type assessment done through us so that we can give you some PCP, right? And when I say PCP, I don't mean the drug. I mean a Power Chronotype Playbook. And that is going to be something that will really discuss everything from your sleep habits and your sleep environment, of your energy and your productivity, really about sleep optimization, energy optimization, your health and well-being, professional and social life, how that's dealt with based on how you sleep, how your moods, right? Your travel and jet lag, all of that is all attributed to how well you sleep, right? So some more things, right? Having a movement schedule, right? Which I learned from Stacey Griffith, not necessarily exercising, but having a movement schedule, right? Intermittent fasting, how important that is if your doctor thinks that it's okay for you to do intermittent fasting. Emotional energy hacks, productivity by chronotype, meaning bear, lion, wolf, dolphin. Are you a late bear? Are you an early bear? Are you a medium fast or slow bear, lion, wolf, or dolphin? So we talk about this in the PCP, which is the Power Chronotype Playbook. The first thing you need to understand, though, is your chronotype. So the first assessment you would take would be your chronotype assessment, right? And wherever you're looking at this video at, you're going to either see a QR code or a link that you can click on to go to the actual website to take a look at doing your quiz, right? I have a website that you can go to where you can take the chronotype quiz. I'll give you the link here and say I'll read it off. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do that now. I'm going to read that link off and understand that I don't do a lot of video editing because I believe in shooting videos naturally, letting them come out the way that they come out because it's real. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull up the link because I want to read it to you directly to get there so that I don't give you any mistake. And plus, if you decide that you didn't get it, I spoke too fast, you didn't understand it, don't worry about it. You can always shoot me an email to Coach Dunbar at tbdcoaching.net. That's Coach Dunbar at tbdcoaching.net. If you send an email there and say, hey, I want to take the chronotype quiz, then my secretary or my executive assistant will email you right back and let you know how to take that chronotype quiz. Once you take that quiz, you'll get a couple of emails from us, one of which will be your body type assessment, which is only 4 questions. And those 4 questions will let us know whether you're an ectomorph, a mesomorph, or an endomorph. And now we can create your PCP, what we call your Power Chronotype Playbook. So let me give you the address for the chronotype quiz. You guys ready? All right. TBD Coaching. T is in time, B is in boy, D is in dog. TBD Coaching, like you see on my shirt, right? TBDcoaching.net, not .com, .net, / mastering dash your dash energy dash chronotype. So all you gotta do is rewind this video, because wherever you're looking at it at, you can just hit the back button. It'll take you back 10 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever the case may be. And you can go ahead and write that down and then go to that link. And again, it's probably somewhere wherever you're looking at this. Social media, YouTube, wherever you're seeing this at, Instagram, doesn't matter. You'll see a scan code or a link that'll be able to take you to take the chronotype quiz. No cost to taking the chronotype quiz. Understanding your chronobiology, understanding what it means, you'll get a 3 or 4 page sheet explaining to you what that particular animal is. The most popular animal is the bear. The least popular animal is the dolphin. You'll get all of that in writing, PDFs, so that you can have them. That's not going to cost you anything. It's all complimentary through our company, TBD Coaching. But once you take that body type quiz, now we're going to give you that PCP, which is that Power Chronotype Playbook, and that as well is complimentary. We don't charge for anything unless you take a 10-week coaching, one-on-one coaching class with us at 60 minutes a week, where we actually show you how to integrate and execute your PCP into your everyday life so that you can maximize your energy. But here's some things that you benefit from when you learn your chronobiology, your chronotype, your body type, create that PCP environment and understand what's going on within yourself, how to develop that organic energy, right? So we're going to talk about hormones and libido. We're going to talk about sleep supplements. We're going to talk about diet and eating habits, illness and immunity, body functions, therapy and mental health. Those are all parts of what we discuss, along with the intermittent fasting and the energy hacks and the productivity and the movement schedules, so that you know you're moving 5 times a day. And we've got some videos to show you what movements to take. Plus, you should still be doing some exercise, either strength training or cardio exercises based on what your body type is. Again, this is about you becoming a better you, right? This is about you understanding when you should be having sex with your partner, how y'all can negotiate times, because one of you all may be a lion, one of you all may be a wolf, right? And y'all may have different schedules. Understanding that if one of you all like the room hot when you go to bed, the other one likes the room cold, how you can help with that, how to set your sleeping environment, even how to set your hotel room up so that you're comfortable like you would be at home when it comes to chronotype and chronobiology. So if you've been told you're lazy because you like to get up at 9 o'clock, if you've been told that you are antisocial because you don't want to have conversations with people before 11 o'clock, if you're told that you're a power pooper because you go to bed at 9 o'clock or you're tired or out of energy at 8 or 9 o'clock, if you feel guilty because you're saying, my kids want to talk to me and engage with me at 8 o'clock at night and I just don't have the energy anymore, it's probably because you're lying and you've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. You don't need to feel guilty. That is your sleep schedule. Once you understand your chronobiology and your chronotype, you can engage, you can schedule to spend time with your family at a time when you have the energy. And that's all determined by how many hours you sleep, what hours you sleep, when you exercise, and how you do those 5 movements per day, along with some other topics that we'll touch on for you, right? If you're that insomniac that sleeps with half your brain, every time you hear a noise, you wake up. You wake up in the morning, your brain is rattled. You've got a million things spinning in your head. You're having anxiety. You've got all these great ideas, but you don't have the energy to move forward on those ideas simply because you are a dolphin and you haven't gotten enough sleep, you don't have enough energy, but your mind is racing. That's a normal thing. We suggest brain dumping. We talk to you about how to brain dump. We even have a brain dump exercise that will send you, again, complimentary, guys. This is not anything that costs you. Is all it's costing you is your time to go through the material, integrate and execute. And it's also going to cost you your email, because we're going to ask you for that information so that we can get the materials to you. We don't overly email you. If you get emails from us and you don't want them anymore, you can simply unsubscribe from the emails. That's not a big deal for us. But this is how we engage with people, by helping them understand their sales. The majority of our clients that come through the door because they've taken one of our assessments, and we've helped them understand how to live their life better. Because once they learn how to live life better, then everything they do with their life ends up just being better. So if you're interested in sleep, movement, fuel focus, having a personalized schedule that helps you build energy and keep energy, how to know what to eat to fuel yourself versus to draining yourself, right? If you want to understand why intermittent fasting works and how you can use it to create focus and energy so that you're better at your business, so that you can double your income, double your productivity organically without taking pills, without going to get a shot, without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars or even just five figures trying to find out how to give yourself more energy. Do it organically. Your body is already set up for that. That's what your chronobiology is. But we want to make sure that you understand. We want to make sure that you understand what being a bear means, what being a lion means, why a lion wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning and they're tired by 8 o'clock, why a wolf stays up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and how a caffeine addiction can negatively impact how you produce. All these are all things that we discuss, that we talk about, that we can help you with. And these are also boot camps that we do inside of our Mastermind Academy. And our Mastermind Academy is $97 a month to be in that. And that also has 7 other coaches in there. And there's about 5 to 7 different programs that run on a monthly basis inside of that mastermind. But you will see that on another video, and it'll be basically called the Be Intentional Mastermind Academy. And you'll hear me talking about that. So, guys, look, I'm about to close out here. I really just wanted you all to see a more updated video on Chronotype, because we're constantly upgrading what we're doing with Chronotype and how we're helping people with Chronotype. Go to our site, go ahead and take the Chronotype assessment quiz. Once you do that, you'll get some emails, one of which will be taking a body type quiz. Once you do that, you'll get some information from us on sex, intimacy, and chronotype. You'll get some information on your particular chronotype animal. You'll also get some information on your PCP, which is your Power Chronotype Playbook. So if you already know me as a coach, you know that this is what I do. You know that I've been doing this for years. If you know me before I was a coach, and one of my other business ventures I've been a business owner for over 20 years. If you grew up with me and you're like, you don't know anything about chronotype, you weren't the type of person that was a coach or a trainer, well, guess what? I'm 50 now, and I am now, and I've been a coach for over 20 years. So if you know me, if you grew up with me, if you went to high school with me, if you went to grade school with me, forget all of that. Forget all of how I grew up, me talking too much in school and whatever you know about me. Take the chronotype quiz. Let me enlighten you on how you can have more energy. I can improve your sex life with energy. I can improve your work life with energy. I can improve your business, your entrepreneur, your career, all those things with energy, put you in a better mood. Just have you live your best life the way that you want to. When you're on vacation, have energy. When you're with your spouse, have energy. When you're with your kids or your grandkids, have energy. When you're doing your career, building your business, or just laying around relaxing, do it with energy. Do everything with energy, organic energy. Dr. Bruce Chronotype, or I should say Michael Bruce, PhD, right? Great program, the Chronotype program. And when he partnered with Stacy Griffith, she brought so much health to the table, which I really appreciated, because I'm all into health myself. I do personal training, not as a business. I just do it for myself. And I'm very into nutrition and understanding what I eat. So this works so great together for me. Again, this is Robert A. Dunbar III. But for most people that have known me over the last 10 years, you know, I go by Coach Dunbar, TBD Coaching and Training, business automation coaching. Let's chronotype you. Let's get you some PCP. Let's get you moving in the right direction. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no pitch here. Once you've got that information, if you decide, hey, I want to work with you and implement, execute, then I will introduce that $497 10-week coaching program at an hour a week, which means you're getting 10 hours for $500, which is ridiculous because I charge a lot more than that to coach. If you don't believe me, ask some of my clients. So I charge upwards of $1,000 a month to business coach. So $500 for 10 weeks is really a lot of coaching at a very low cost. So guys, jump on it, get the complimentary, use that. If that's all you want, if you're going to DIY it from there, just DIY it from there. That's totally fine. But if you want to move forward into some coaching, $497 will be the cost for that 10-week program. And it's all professional. It's all inside of a login hub space. And you'll have access to the recordings, the 10 weeks of recordings that I go over with you, personalizing one-on-one information. You'll have access to that forever because you can always log in and you'll see that product right there that you bought from my company. You can go in there and do whatever you want to do with it. So again, guys, signing off, Coach Dunbar, TBD Coaching, Business Automation Coaching. Let's do your chronotype. Let's do your body type quiz. Let's energize you and get you up to speed, get you more productive. Look forward to working with you guys soon.